Okay, Nancy, can you go to your left a little? In front just a little. Bill, you're okay where you're at? Okay, I got it. You get yours?
All right.
Good. I'm good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lunch here, where's the food at?
No lunch. This is a non-profit, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
We were going to have a big luncheon, but then we thought, well, maybe we could put
Hey, we need a
more roof
bridge.
on the barn. If
We're leaving y'all there.
Okay. That's a good file.
I'm trying my dirt.
What else?
My name is Bill Christ.
And Bill, do you have anything to do with what's going on in the background here?
Well, this is the, let's say it's the reawakening of the historic Krall Barn, the oldest log barn in Lebanon County. And back in 2007, the Historical Society was approached by some individuals from the historic Schaefferstown and the Conservancy. The barn was being, which was located in Schaefferstown, was being disassembled, and they had hoped to have somebody sort of take the barn and re-erect it at some point. And at that time, Dr. John Hoffman was president of the Historical Society, and John and myself and Skip Kelly were approached to see if we'd be interested. And so in tune with those people, in 2007, we had the barn disassembled. We put it in storage.
Where? Where was it in storage?
It was in storage in Hershey Bear's barn, one of Hershey Bear's barns, for several years, well, from 2007 until it comes out here in the next few days. And so the plans of the barn is, once it's re-erected, is obviously it's right here at the summit of the Union Canal. And what makes the summit important is obviously it's the highest place on the Union Canal between the Schuylkill River and the Susquehanna River. So this was the way that they were going to be able to move goods from east to west, west to east, to western Pennsylvania and beyond, and to Philadelphia. Actually, the Union Canal was first surveyed by George Washington, and there were 4 wooden locks built between Lebanon and Milestones, pretty much on the summit. And they've obviously been deteriorated and are no longer in existence. But what makes the Union Canal impressive, in my view, and putting the barn here is we're going to be able to utilize the barn as a learning center to educate the people in the area about the Union Canal and all the locks. There was over 125 locks. And it's amazing because in my belief that if the canal wouldn't have if Lebanon wouldn't have been on the summit, Lebanon might not be the city that it is today, because it obviously became a transportation hub. And then when the railroad sort of did away with the canals, obviously the railroad then replaced it. So this has been a dream of the historical societies, of getting the barn back up. It's a very unusual barn because of the rafter structure in the barn, which according to the historians, at some point, Schaefferstown was predominantly a German settlement at first. And barns then were, the roof structure of barns were made very, very strong because the material on the roof could have been stone or whatever. So it needed to be strong. And then when the English started building barns, more like we see today in the roofs, then that changed the structure. So a log barn, which is very familiar in Switzerland, for instance, is very historic. And it's the last one that, well, soon to be standing again in Lebanon County. So we're very, very proud of what we've done. We've been raising money since 2007, and we got enough money now to have the barn up. We're going to have to raise some more money to finish some of the interior, but getting this far is a real milestone. And I believe over the years it was hard to convince people we were actually going to do this, and so today I think just marks an important milestone in the history, I think, of Lebanon County from a point of view. I think the Union Canal Tunnel Park, once this barn is up and all the history with it, this is going to be a real tourist destination, I believe, for the county. And we've had county support, we've had some major donors, and we just can't be more proud of it.
Well, I have a couple of logistical questions. A lot of these old barns are bank barns. Is this a bank barn?
Yes. To my back, I don't know if you can see it, but actually the back of the barn, or the bank side, is coming this way, towards us.
Okay.
So the front of the barn, where the overhang
Is that called a forebay?
forebay, is going the other way. So we're going to have a bank entrance to the upper section of the barn, and it will be sloped at the degree of slope so that handicap accessible. So it may have been steeper in the old days, just probably enough to get the horses to pull the hay wagons up to the threshing floor. But this will be handicap accessible.
I noticed the big mound of dirt from putting in the footer and the foundation, so I'm thinking that'll probably go into building up the bank for the back of the barn?
We have some of that'll be, yes, but we have a master plan that we have a big placard of it down at the Historical Society that shows from the front of the barn, et cetera, forward, we'll have the whole grounds will be landscaped, etc. But it'll also have a walkway over to the rails and trails, so it'll connect to the rails and trails. So pretty soon, people are going to be able to arrive walking, bicycles, whatever, come to visit the Learning Center, as well as take canal boat rides. And so I think what's happening here is a real plus for Lebanon County.
Okay, again, back to structure, because I'm really interested in this. Can you tell me, are they going to do an old-fashioned barn raising? Have you recruited some Amish, or is this a contractor, or how's it going up?
Well, Bill Smeltzer, who is the chairman of the committee, has arranged all the contractors, and there is the contractor that's going to be putting it up is very familiar with putting logs together. And not too long ago, they did a big barn raising festival for the Star Barn, which was very famous, and hundreds, if not thousands, of people showed up for that. We expect probably to have the logs up and the outside of the barn finished before snow flies, hopefully. So we'll have to see what the plans are. Right now, it's more day-to-day till we know how everything gets put together. So.
Okay, well, we have a bunch of people watching and interested, and we're sharing all this information to keep them informed, because I think an informed County is a county that can support this, and I'm anxious and excited for you and for all of Lebanon County.
Well, thank you, Joe, and thank you for your interest.
Thank you for your
You're
vision.
Right. The more publicity we can get, so much of it is through the social networks today.
Yes.
Is very, very important, and we invite people to come out and watch it coming up, take pictures as it gets erected. I think when they start putting their logs up, they'll have to have crane work to lift them, so it's going to be exciting. So it's not too far in the future now.
No, and do you want to plug your ball?
Yes, on Saturday night, November the 4th, is the 13th annual Lebanon County Historical Society Ball. Now, we've raised all the money that is used to raise this barn through that and some major donors, i.e. the county, etc. So it's a very important fundraiser for us, and hopefully this next one on November the 4th will be as successful as the prior.
Is it open to the public? If they
It's open to
pay,
the
how
public,
much, and who do they contact?
They, if they haven't already received an invitation, they can contact my wife, Carol Christ, at 717-269-4673, and should be happy to get an invitation to them.
Okay, and I know that you do lots of auctioning there. You have vacations that people can plan their vacation.
This is great, and we're going to be have on our website here in a couple of days the major live auction items. For instance, we have a villa in Italy, in the Tuscany region that we auction on. We have a villa in the south of Spain, Andalusia, Spain, that we're auctioning on. We have a safari in Namibia, Africa, that will go at auction. We have a cottage in Scotland across from the Isle of Skye, and we have a beach home, and we have some wonderful art. We have a handmade coverlet, I guess you call for the bed, out of local wool from local sheep. And let me see what I've missed. Oh, we have a wonderful cocktail party for 12 people at a historic farmhouse. We've done this several years. It's been very, very successful. And so that's an auction. We have an original Bruce Johnson print of an old barn in Lebanon County. Hope I haven't missed anything. But there's lots of other silent auction items then, gift certificates for meals, etc. So there's many things that, it's a great evening, put it that way. Plus, at that, we have a reenactor come and do some historic figure. And, the reenactor this year will be Major McClellan, reenacting Major McClellan from the Civil War.
U.S. Army.